As you all know, one of the obligations of a Muslim before the Eid prayer is to give Zakatul Fitr. Zakatul Fitr is a form of zakat, purification of our wealth by means of taking a portion of our wealth and giving it to those who are less fortunate. Many of you may already have paid your Zakatul Fitr. If you have not done so, we do have 2 boxes here, and our volunteers will come, and you have an opportunity to pay your Zakatul Fitr just now before we begin the prayer. So if you need to pay Zakatul Fitr, the estimate is a minimum of $10 per person, and that will be paid by the head of household. So if you're the head of household and you have 5 members of your family, yourself, a spouse, and 3 kids, then your fitr will be for 5 people. If you estimate $10, that's 50. If you estimate $15, that's 75. So if you give the fitr generously, that is more barakah and more tawab. We read in Surah Al-Asr, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ تَزَكَّى وَذَكَرَ اسْمَ رَبِّهِ فَصَلَّى. The one who gives zakat and remembers God and then does the prayer will achieve salvation. So we give Zakatul Fitr, قَدْ أَفْلَحَ مَنْ تَزَكَّى, and then ذَكَرَ اسْمَ رَبِّهِ فَصَلَّى. And then we begin Salat Eid. As we wait just a few minutes for everyone to join the congregation and be ready for the Salat, many of you have asked about the masjid project, so I want to give a brief update. Alhamdulillah, we have now prepared architectural design for the masjid. It will be, inshallah, be located about 3 miles west of George Mason University at the intersection of 286 and Braddock Road. And the masjid, of course, is a home. So just like a person is excited when they buy their first home, a masjid is a home for the entire community and for all of those who are lovers of Ahlul Bayt. So with your du'as and support, we now, in the summer, will have a hearing with Fairfax County to get the approval, and after that we'll start the site plan. Our designs are ready, so at this point, inshallah, it's a matter of your du'as and a matter, inshallah, of readying ourselves as a community for 2 things. To make sure that we are ready to contribute materially and financially so the project can proceed in the most expeditious manner without delay, and also to be ready to volunteer, because a physical building is only a resource, but it gives its benefit when we are present, we are volunteering, we're coming together and living the example that we have from Islam. So inshallah, we hope that as the county hearing proceeds and we receive a response, we will be sending an email update to everyone in the community. And if you are not receiving those emails, then please come to shahenajafdc.org, sign up to receive the emails and the updates. And remember the masjid in your du'as, and inshallah, let us all pray that Allah allows us to take part in the physical construction of the masjid, and also in the spiritual home that we create through our participation in that noble project. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. So I think we are just about ready to begin the prayer. We have a little bit of room here in the front row for brothers. Just to remind you, Salatul Eid is a 2 rak'ah prayer. We will do Surah Fatiha followed by a second surah. In the first rak'ah, I will do 5 qunut. And in the second rak'ah, I will do 4 qunut. Those of you who follow a marja that requires 4 qunut and 3 qunut, then you can just wait for me to complete that last qunut in every rak'ah. So everybody can join that jama'ah. I will do 5 qunut in the first rak'ah, 4 in the second. Some marajah have a different fatwa, and you can also join in the jama'ah. Eid prayer is a wajib prayer when our imam, may Allah hasten his reappearance, sallallahu alaihi wa sallam. Eid is for our Prophet and for Ahlul Bayt an opportunity to get their message to the Muslims. And this prayer is wajib because it is the right and it is the rank of our Imam to lead us on the day of Eid. When the Imam is not amongst us and he is in Ghaiba, then the Eid prayer is recommended. But we still do it in congregation, or you can even do it individually. So your intention will be 2 rak'ah, Salatul Eid, Qurbatan ila Allah. It's not wajib, it's recommended. When I do the qunut, I will do the qunut inshallah somewhat slowly. Please recite the qunut yourself. If you don't know the qunut I'm reciting, you can recite any qunut that you're comfortable with. I request everyone though, please recite the qunut under your breath. Don't recite it out loud because then you might distract other people. So you can do any qunut that you are comfortable with, or you can do the qunut that I am reciting. Say it in your own words, but say it softly so that you're not distracting anyone else. I will say as-salah 3 times, and when I say as-salah for the 3rd time, you can stand up and be ready for the prayer, make the intention of Salatul Eid. If you have a phone, this is a good chance to take a look at your phone, make sure your phone is silent or on vibrate, so it's not going to interfere with anyone else. الصلاة 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 صلاة عيد الفطر. صلاة عيد الفطر قربة إلى الله. الله أكبر. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين الرحمن الرحيم مالك يوم الدين إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين اهدنا الصراط المستقيم صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. سبح اسم ربك الأعلى الذي خلق فسوى والذي قدر فهدى والذي أخرج المرعى فجعله غثاء أحوى سنقرئك فلا تنسى إلا ما شاء الله إنه يعلم الجهر وما يخفى ونيسرك لليسرى فذكر إن نفعت الذكرى سيذكر من يخشى ويتجنبها الأشقى الذي يصلى النار الكبرى ثم لا يموت فيها ولا يحيا قد أفلح من تزكى وذكر اسم ربه فصلى بل تؤثرون الحياة الدنيا والآخرة خير وأبقى إن هذا لفي الصحف الأولى صحف إبراهيم وموسى. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والرحمة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذكرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد صلواتك عليه وعليهم أجمعين. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك به عبادك الصالحون وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والرحمة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذكرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد صلواتك عليه وعليهم أجمعين. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك عبادك الصالحون وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والرحمة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذكرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد صلواتك عليه وعليهم أجمعين. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك عبادك الصالحون وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والرحمة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذكرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا، أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد، وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد، وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد، صلواتك عليه وعليهم أجمعين. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك عبادك الصالحون، وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة، وأهل الجود والجبروت، وأهل العفو والرحمة، وأهل التقوى والمغفرة، نسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعله للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذكرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا، أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد، وأن تدخلنا في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد، وأن تخرجنا من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد، صلواتك عليه وعليهم أجمعين. اللهم إنا نسألك خير ما سألك عبادك الصالحون، ونعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده، سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. الله أكبر. أستغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله أكبر. سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. الله أكبر. بحول الله. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين، الرحمن الرحيم، مالك يوم الدين، إياك نعبد وإياك نستعين، اهدنا الصراط المستقيم، صراط الذين أنعمت عليهم غير المغضوب عليهم ولا الضالين. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والشمس وضحاها، والقمر إذا تلاها، والنهار إذا جلاها، والليل إذا يغشاها، والسماء وما بناها، والأرض وما طحاها، ونفس وما سواها، فألهمها فجورها وتقواها، قد أفلح من زكاها وقد خاب من دساها، كذبت ثمود بطغواها إذ انبعث أشقاها، فقال لهم رسول الله ناقة الله وسقياها، فكذبوه فعقروها، فدمدم عليهم ربهم بذنبهم فسواها، ولا يخاف عقباها. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة، وأهل الجود والجبروت، وأهل العفو والرحمة، وأهل التقوى والمغفرة، أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذكرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا، أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد، وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد، وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد، صلواتك عليه وعليهم أجمعين. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك عبادك الصالحون، وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والرحمة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذكرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد صلواتك عليه وعليهم أجمعين. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك به عبادك الصالحون وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والرحمة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة أسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذكرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن تدخلني في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد وأن تخرجني من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد صلواتك عليه وعليهم أجمعين. اللهم إني أسألك خير ما سألك عبادك الصالحون وأعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. اللهم أهل الكبرياء والعظمة وأهل الجود والجبروت وأهل العفو والمغفرة وأهل التقوى والمغفرة نسألك بحق هذا اليوم الذي جعلته للمسلمين عيدا ولمحمد صلى الله عليه وآله ذكرا وشرفا وكرامة ومزيدا أن تصلي على محمد وآل محمد وأن تدخلنا في كل خير أدخلت فيه محمدا وآل محمد وأن تخرجنا من كل سوء أخرجت منه محمدا وآل محمد صلواتك عليه وعليهم أجمعين. اللهم إنا نسألك خير ما سألك عبادك الصالحون ونعوذ بك مما استعاذ منه عبادك المخلصون. الله أكبر. سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي العظيم وبحمده سمع الله لمن حمده. الله أكبر. سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. الله أكبر. أستغفر الله ربي وأتوب إليه. الله. سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان الله سبحان ربي الأعلى وبحمده. رب صل على محمد وآل محمد. الله أكبر. الحمد لله. أشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له وأشهد أن محمدا عبده ورسوله. اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. السلام عليك أيها النبي ورحمة الله وبركاته. السلام علينا وعلى عباد الله الصالحين. السلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.
إن الله وملائكته يصلون على النبي يا أيها الذين آمنوا صلوا عليه وسلموا تسليما.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد. اللهم صل على محمد. اللهم صل على محمد.
تقبل الله إن شاء الله منا ومنكم. Okay. So I will inshallah keep my two khutbahs very brief inshallah. So we have a reminder of some of our values that we have learned from our religion and that we affirm throughout our lives. Inshallah. In the first khutbah, I will talk about some of the teachings of Islam for our social and our spiritual practice. And in the second khutbah, I will talk a little bit about what is going on around us in society and our responsibility. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ali Muhammad. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الحمد لله رب العالمين بارئ الخلائق أجمعين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد
وعلى أهل بيته الطيبين الطاهرين ولعنة الله على أعدائهم إلى قيام يوم الدين. رب اشرح لي صدري ويسر لي أمري واحلل عقدة من لساني يفقهوا قولي. أما بعد. Once again, dear brothers and sisters, mu'mineen and mu'minat, assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. And a heartfelt Eid Mubarak to all of you. Eid is a reminder for us of our community, which is not just a superficial identity like many of our other identities. People take pride in their nationality, in their ethnicity, in their region, in the sports teams that they value, in the college that they went to, in so many other things that either are a circumstance of our birth and have nothing to do with our choices, or if they are a choice, they're superficial choices. And yet people feel a great pride, for example, when their team wins a tournament or a Super Bowl, and so many other identities like that which we have. But Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has called us towards a much higher identity, which is that of a Muslim, a servant of our Creator. And that servitude to Allah frees us of any kind of servitude or bonds in our life. In fact, it frees us even from the bondage of life and death in this material world itself. Because this message and following this message is what gives us life and gives us hayat. In Eid, we remember and we celebrate and we show gratitude to Allah that He has given us this sublime identity. And we should give far more importance to our identity as a Muslim. And among the Muslims, those who know the true and genuine and authentic Islam taught by Muhammad wa Ali Muhammad alayhimus salatu wassalam. And we come together to affirm our commitment that if Allah has bestowed this blessing upon us, we recognize what a great gift it is. Far more important than any material gift or blessing we may have. Because it gives meaning and purpose to our lives, and it opens the door for salvation in the hereafter in front of us. One of the great challenges of our time, as you know, is loneliness and isolation. We have statistics that up to 2/3 of Americans say that they feel lonely or isolated. And those numbers have gone up because of COVID, but they were high and increasing even before that. And some of the harms that have been mentioned in different studies are that you have a 26% increased chance of death if you suffer from isolation and loneliness. There's many physical effects. According to one study, it's equivalent to smoking 15 cigarettes a day in terms of how it affects your physical health, let alone your emotional health and your spiritual health. And Islam is a religion that has given us many ways of preventing loneliness, isolation, and all of the harms that come with that. That path is given to us if we take it. And coming together as a community, not just to learn something, but to be present with each other and with other people who say that this material world is not my major concern, but God and the message of God and truth, and the message of truth is my greatest concern. That is the way that we can prevent ourselves from isolation and from loneliness and all of the harms that come. And so I want to just mention that 5-point plan that Islam has given us to prevent us from feeling isolated or lonely and the harms that come with us. The first is that we have Allah. وَنَحْنُ أَقْرَبُ إِلَيْهِ مِنْ حَبْلِ الْوَرِيدِ. Allah says that I am closer to you than your own heart that beats and gives you life. وَاعْلَمُوا أَنَّ اللَّهَ يَحُولُ بَيْنَ الْمَرْءِ وَقَلْبِهِ. Allah is there that I intend to do something and I think nobody can get in the way of what I intend. And Allah is even in there between me and my own decision and my own self-reflection. Allah is the source, the greatest source that prevents us from feeling alone. And so if you are Ibrahim in front of a powerful empire that wants to burn you and eliminate you and your message, then you are an ummah and you don't feel alone, because when you have Allah, then you have everything. And if you don't have Allah, then you might have all the money and all of the friends and all of the supporters in the world, but you have nothing. So the first thing is Allah. And He is always there morning and night, whether I've brushed my teeth and I'm presentable or not in the morning. Call on Allah and He answers. So number one is Allah. Number two is Ahlul Bayt. Sallu ala Muhammad wa ala Muhammad. Our Prophet and Imam Ali, they are our fathers. Lady Khadija, Lady Fatima, they are our mothers. Ahlul Bayt are our family even before our own family. And so sometimes if you're far away from your family, or maybe they're not Muslim, or maybe they're not on good terms with you, they're not a family that you can count on, remember that you have a family and you are not alone. And your family, your identity is tied to Ahlul Bayt alayhimus salatu wassalam. And so if you take pride in the happiness of Ahlul Bayt and you take grief in the sufferings of Ahlul Bayt and you identify with them before you identify with your own accomplishments or sadness, then you will always have their grace and their intercession available to you, and so you will never be alone. So number one is Allah. Number two is Ahlul Bayt. Number three is yourself. Many people in this society are not comfortable with themselves. They need to have music, they need to have entertainment, they need sometimes to have harmful or haram substances. They need to have social media in order to be able to get through the day. And without that, they can't get through the day. Islam wants us to recognize who we are and to be comfortable with what we are, because we have been created by Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Don't be insecure in the way that Allah has created you, because He has chosen this time, this place, this family, these physical features, this emotional makeup for you. But all of those things are a test. They are a resource for you to come closer to Him. So I can change what I do with my life, but first I have to not avoid myself. I have to be comfortable and thankful for who Allah has made me, in order to be able to do and make of myself what Allah has given me the potential to make. So if you don't have downtime or off time, then unplug from everyone for a portion of your day. That is a time for reflection. A hadith tells us that an hour's worth of tafakkur and reflection is better than ibadah of a whole year. Because then you are with yourself and you're able to see what you should decide for your life. Number 4 is your family. Don't disvalue your family because you don't get along, or you have different personalities, jazakumullah, or whatever other reasons people have. Allah has given you your family with all of their good and their bad traits. So value them, honor them, stay connected to them. Visit each other when you are close by, and when you are not, stay connected and stay in touch. Because that is one of the best ways for us to get benefit in this world and in the hereafter. And number 5 is your community and your friends. When we come together, Islam says you can pray your individual prayer, but if you do it in jama'at, then there's a higher reward. And when people come together in jama'at, then even angels cannot write how much reward there is. It has that much barakah. So remember that we are a community, not separated by do we eat spicy food or non-spicy food, or do we speak one language or another, or what is our national origin, but rather united because of Allah and because of Muhammad and because of Ali Muhammad alayhi salatu wassalam. So 5 things that keep us connected and safe from loneliness and separation: Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala and Ahlul Bayt, and our comfort with ourselves and our family and our community. May Allah keep us always aware and valuing these resources that He has given us for our material, our emotional, our spiritual health, and that bring us closer to salvation. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Inna a'ataynaka al-kawthar fasalli li rabbika wanhar inna shani'aka huwa al-abtar. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم الحمد لله رب العالمين والصلاة والسلام على سيدنا ونبينا أبي القاسم محمد وعلى علي أمير المؤمنين وعلى فاطمة الزهراء سيدة نساء العالمين وعلى الحسن والحسين سيدي شباب أهل الجنة وعلي بن الحسين زين العابدين ومحمد بن علي باقر علم النبيين وجعفر بن محمد الصادق وموسى بن جعفر الكاظم وعلي بن موسى الرضا ومحمد بن علي الجواد وعلي بن محمد الهادي والحسن بن علي الزكي العسكري والحجة بن الحسن القائم المهدي عجل الله تعالى فرجه وسهل الله مخرجه وظهوره وجعلنا من أعوانه وأنصاره والمستشهدين بين يديه. صلوا على محمد وآل محمد. In the second khutbah, just a reminder that there is much injustice around the world. And we are the followers of an imam who, when he ruled in Kufa, heard that in the frontiers of his government there was a Jewish lady who had been robbed of her jewelry. And Imam Ali gave a khutbah to Muslims who may have had Arab pride or Muslim pride. And he says, if there is a human being in this world who is treated unjustly, she wasn't killed, she wasn't taken out of her home, she wasn't made a refugee, she wasn't starving. Jewelry is a luxury. And that luxury was taken away, but her sense of security was taken. The Imam said, if somebody in Kufa were to die of shame, I would not consider that person to have done a wrong thing, but I would honor that person. That is our Imam Ali ibn Abi Talib alayhi salatu wassalam. That is our responsibility if we take pride in calling ourselves his followers and his Shia. When there are innocent schoolgirls in Kabul who are mercilessly slaughtered and martyred, and families that have a grief which will never come to an end. Every Eid and every happy occasion is going to be filled with grief for them. When there are Muslims and even non-Muslims in Palestine who have their homes, their dignity, their most basic rights taken away, and then when they stand up and make a just demand, they're called extremists or terrorists. Anywhere in the world when we see these injustices, then you and I, if we are followers of Imam Ali, should feel in the depth of our existence that we need to stand up and make sure that we do everything we can to support those who are oppressed. First of all, with our prayers, because our silah and our weapon is our prayer and our faith in Allah. And that is what prevents us from becoming extremists when we see injustice, because we trust that Allah has a plan. And I am not going to undo an injustice. Allah is the one who has power over all things. I am simply going to stand up and give witness before Allah, to stand up for what is true, to be a means by which Allah spreads the message of justice in society. So I call upon myself and all of us, let us pray for those who are oppressed. Let us use our tongues and our influence and our abilities to stand up and support their causes. And let us make sure that we don't depart from the concerns and the values and the practice of our imams and our leaders. But of course, the true end of all injustice is not going to come from a vote or a protest or a petition. We do all of those things because they are what we can do now. But the greatest thing that we can do which is the end for all evil, is to pray fervently that, oh Allah, my greatest wish on this day of Eid and on every day is for your chosen Imam and leader that you have appointed for us to come amongst us and to guide us and guide all of creation to the fulfillment of our God-given role. On this day of Eid, let us say that we prayed our prayer and we came together as a community hoping for our Imam. But next Eid, may we have our Imam in our midst to guide us and to bring us to that divine promise which we all wait for and pray for. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. قل هو الله أحد الله الصمد لم يلد ولم يولد ولم يكن له كفوا أحد صلوا على محمد وعلى محمد. Please remain seated. Very briefly, we do have a raffle. This is a chance for members of our community, and particularly younger members, to get a prize on the day of Eid. I will invite Brother Sa'im to come forward, inshallah, and conduct that raffle.
All right, thank you. Assalamu alaikum. Eid Mubarak, everyone. So we're going to continue our tradition of Shahe Najaf raffle. This is our 5th annual raffle. And in the spirit of the stimulus package, no one has to pay anything this year, but we're going to give out prizes. So please just remain seated. Can I get a couple of volunteers of our younger generation? Brother in orange, you're running away. Can you come back? He's not looking at it. Yeah, just come up. Can you also get that box package, please? All right, so I'm going to lay out the rules. They're very basic. I believe everyone has a ticket. There's also, folks who have a musalla. If you look under your musalla, there's something there as well. I'm kidding. Don't look there. The rules are everyone has a ticket. Our request is to please follow the honor code. If one of your family members has won a prize, please don't claim the second one if you win again. So we want to make sure everybody gets to have fun. So we have 4 prizes. Our first prize is a $50 cash prize. Our second prize is a $25 cash prize. Our third prize will be a dessert snack box. It's mysterious. I can't see what's inside it. And the last prize is going to be a goodie bag. It's a chocolate hamper. By the way, folks, if you have to leave early, we just want to let you know that in the back there's going to be snacks as well. So on this side will be the men's, and on the back will be the ladies section. So without further ado, let's get going. So everyone has a ticket. We have a raffle. The matching tickets are in this box. So I'll ask one of our young volunteers to pick one, and then Mulana will validate, so you can trust us. All right, you want to take one? All right, can you pass that to me? All right, so our first ticket, we're going to start from the bottoms up for prize number 4, and then we're going to go our way up. So the first ticket is 902-7036. 902-7036. Did you win? Yeah? Where's your ticket? Oh, you're here to help. Okay. Oh, sorry. All right, we're gonna keep going. We're just gonna keep the ones that are misses. Can you take, we'll get the next volunteer. Can you take one ticket out, sir? Thank you. All right, our next ticket is 902-7044. 902-7044. All right, you got to hold on to your tickets. Last call. 902-7044. All right. Let's keep it moving. All right, next up, 902-7083. We have a winner? All right. Come on down. The price is right. Let's go. Yeah.
Run.
All right. We have, this one. Oh, yeah, you're right. Laya, do you want to give this to, please? What? What? Anaya. You want dinner? Yeah, she'll give the gift. All right. So 902-7083. Yep, you're the winner. Congratulations. You get the prize number 4. There you go.
Thank you.
She's the chief guest. All right, can you pick out a ticket? All right, our next ticket up is 902-7073. I hear a groan. I don't know if that's a victory groan. 902-7073. Yes? All right. Can you come up, please? All right, we have another winner for prize number 3. I think there is a sister. I think she is sending someone. Do we have the 902-7073 winner? I think I saw. Can you? Oh. There's Nadia, can you grab her ticket for her, please? I think she wants to send someone. Yeah. All right, bear with us. We're almost there. वो डिले हो गया है जो क्लेम वाले हैं no, right? So, is it, can you match the number? What is it? Is it 902-7073? All right, cool, thank you. Can you give that back to the... All right, we have 2 down, 2 more to go. Can you pick one for me, sir? All right, for our cash prize, the second cash prize, 902-7608. 902-7068. 7608. All right. Is that you? Then we got 2 people with the ticket claim. All right, let me repeat the number so you guys can check. 902-7608. All right. Awesome. Let's match it. Malaya, can you give this please? Can I see your ticket, please? All right. Congratulations. All right. All right. Our last prize, number one, $50. Who's gonna get some? All right. Can you pick the winner out for me, please? All right. First prize, 9027046. Did anybody win? 9027046. All right. This person did a special prayer today after Eid. Come on up, come on up. Can I see your ticket, please? Yep, there you go. Awesome. Anaya, can you please give the winner their first prize?
Thank you. Thank you.
Ooh, somebody lost glasses? All right. Did anybody lose their glasses? It's a nice pair of black glasses. They look like they are for eyesight. If you lost your pair of glasses, they're up here. And for everybody, kids, we got some activities for you. We have some animal balloons. We've got bubbles machines. We've got cotton candy in the back. We have some games, so please enjoy yourselves. Shahe Najaf has organized everything to have a great Eid.
Thank you, Brother Sa'im and our volunteers. Those of you who would like to join for Ziyarat of Imam Hussain, we will now recite Ziyarat of Imam Hussain. And just a reminder, as you have some tea and refreshments, if you see a new member of the community, go say salam, introduce yourself, and it's a good opportunity for us to get to know members of our community whom we didn't know before. We hope, inshallah, to see all of you in our future programs as well. I'll invite Brother Mustafa for ziyarah.
بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم اللهم صل على محمد وآل محمد السلام عليك يا وارث آدم صفوة الله السلام عليك يا وارث نوح نبي الله السلام عليك يا وارث إبراهيم خليل الله السلام عليك يا وارث موسى كليم الله السلام عليك يا وارث عيسى روح الله السلام عليك يا وارث محمد حبيب الله السلام عليك يا وارث أمير المؤمنين عليه السلام السلام عليك يا ابن محمد المصطفى السلام عليك يا ابن علي المرتضى السلام عليك يا ابن فاطمة الزهراء السلام عليك يا ابن خديجة الكبرى السلام عليك يا ثار الله وابن ثاره والوتر الموتور أشهد أنك قد أقمت الصلاة وآتيت الزكاة وأمرت بالمعروف ونهيت عن المنكر وأطعت الله ورسوله حتى أتاك اليقين فلعن الله أمة قتلت ولعن الله أمة ظلمت ولعن الله أمة سمعت بذلك فرضيت به يا مولاي يا أبا عبد الله أشهد أنك كنت نورا في الأصلاب الشامخة والألحام المطهرة لم تنجسك الجاهلية بأنجاسها، ولم تلبسك من مدلهمات ثيابها. وأشهد أنك من دعائم الدين وأركان المؤمنين، وأشهد أنك الإمام البر التقي الرضي الزكي الهادي المهدي. وأشهد أن الأئمة من ولدك كلمة التقوى وأعلام الهدى والعروة الوثقى والحجة على أهل الدنيا. وأشهد الله وملائكته وأنبياءه ورسله أني بكم مؤمن وبإيابكم موقن بشرائع ديني وخواتيم عملي، وقلبي لقلبكم سلم وأمري لأمركم متبع. صلوات الله عليكم وعلى أرواحكم وعلى أجسادكم وعلى أجسامكم وعلى شاهدكم وعلى غائبكم وعلى ظاهركم وعلى باطنكم. بأبيه أنت وأمه يا ابن رسول الله، بأبيه أنت وأمي يا أبا عبد الله. لقد عظمت الرزية وجلت المصيبة بك علينا وعلى جميع أهل السماوات والأرض. فلعن الله أمة أسرجت وألجمت وتهيأت لقتالك يا مولاي. يا أبا عبد الله، نزورك من هذا المكان البعيد، نسأل الله بالشأن الذي لك عنده وبالمحل الذي لك لديه أن يصلي على محمد وآل محمد، وأن يجعلنا معكم في الدنيا والآخرة. صلوا على محمد.
اللهم صل على محمد.
Oh, there we go. There we go. Oh my goodness, man! It's been a while.
Yeah, man.
This is my dad. This is my father. How you been, man?
Alhamdulillah, man. Subhanallah, what a difference between last week and this week.
Yeah. It's nice. It's very nice.
No, I'm talking about the